Welcome! We look forward to reviewing with you the steps of placing an Easy Walk harness on our dogs at KC Pet Project. In this video, you'll learn the purpose of the harness, components of the harness, how to fit the harness, and the kennel routine with the harness. Let's begin. Let's review the purpose of the Easy Walk harness. The Easy Walk harness is made to discourage dogs from pulling on the leash. When a dog pulls, the harness steers the dog to the side and redirects their attention toward you. The harness also rests across the dog's chest instead of their throat, so there's no choking or gagging. The Easy Walk harness has several different bits and pieces, but what we want to focus on is the information you need to know in order to use it successfully. When you are fitting the harness to the dog, the label should be on the left side of the dog. Think of it from this perspective. The green straps are a necklace, and the D ring is the charm. So if you were to put this on a dog, the green straps would go over the dog's head, with the D ring, or charm, resting comfortably on their chest. Then you connect the gray strap under their belly. Let's hear from our behavior and training manager, Alan, as she tells us a little bit more about fitting the harness with her assistant, Gina.
Your first step is going to be to take your leash and you're going to put it on the martingale ring of the dog, which remember is your loop that makes it snug up. So we're going to have that there in position first as we get ready to put the harness on. Once we're ready to put the harness on, we're going to undo the strap that is the one that goes under the dog's armpits. So your same color material is all going to be together, and this is going to go over the dog like a necklace, and the charm, see why they did that, is going to go in the front like a cute necklace. Okay, so we put this over the dog's head. She sits so still, doesn't she? And then your strap that's going to go underneath the dog's armpit, you'll go ahead and slide that under, and then there will be the buckle piece over on the other side. So you're going to connect that. And that's how that fits on there.
Now that we know the harness is fitted to the dog, let's talk about adding the harness into your kennel routine. The kennel routine really doesn't change when you're using the harness. You will still be following these steps when you are taking a dog out of the kennel. Only we are adding a step between 4 and 5. Putting the harness on the dog and attaching the lead to the collar and the harness. We attach the lead to both the collar and the harness as a safety precaution. Let's have Alan walk us through it with our ever so well-behaved pupper, Gina.
When we're walking these dogs on the Easy Walk harnesses, sometimes you'll find that this strap that goes across the chest is a little bit loose. So we always want to back up the harness by clipping our leash both on that charm ring and on the martingale ring of the collar. So when you're ready to go, you should have your charm in the front. You should have that label over here on your left shoulder. So your label's on the left. You should have that different color strap down underneath the armpits like we did. And your leash, very important, should always be connected in the two places. Your leash should be connected to the charm ring of the Easy Walk harness as well as the martingale ring of the collar.
Harnesses will be assigned to the dog and will be hanging on the front of their kennels. As these harnesses are fitted to each specific dog, they should not be used for any dog other than the designated one. They should also be removed from the dog once they are back in their kennel after the walk. While the harnesses have been fitted, make sure to double check that it has not become loose over time. If you see the harness on the front of the dog's kennel, the dog must be walked using the harness. It is not an optional choice. Be sure that you're also paying attention to body language. Go at the dog's pace. There is no need to rush. We still want to try and limit handling as much as we can. Pay close attention to the dog's body language, particularly when leaning over or reaching around them for the belly strap. If necessary, slow down or kneel down, and don't be afraid to use more treats to make this a positive experience. If the dog is getting excited and jumpy with the handling, you can step on the leash to help them hold still and wait for rewardable, calm behavior before continuing the harnessing process. Now that we have a good idea of how to fit the harness and how to incorporate the harness into our kennel routine, let's see it in real time.
Sorry. Yeah, I feel like I'm teasing you though.
Remember to remove the harness from the dog after the walk and hang it back up on their kennel. We would also like to hear how the dog behaved on the harness, so if you have notes about your walk, please submit them through the behavior observation form. If you have any questions about how to use the harness, please don't hesitate to ask a member of the training team. They would be happy to review the steps with you in person and make sure you are comfortable before using the harness on your own.